Well, we've been talking a lot today about a very important day in American history, the anniversary of the I Have a Dream speech delivered by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in Washington 50 years ago today. Well, that speech and that dream has special significance to African Americans on the Sun Coast.
Martin Luther King is a role model for us. He's left a lot of legacies behind us for us to look back on to help us keep moving forward.
Gloria Garvin, a student at SCF, has grown up with the image of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his most famous speech.
I have a dream.
The speech 50 years ago talked about his vision for people to be judged by their character, not by skin color, something Sarasota County Commissioner Carolyn Mason says we're getting closer to seeing.
I think we are making progress. Is it where it needs to be? No, it's not. But how do we get there from here? We have to continue to work together. We have to be respectful of each other.
Like Commissioner Mason, Trevor Harvey, president of the Sarasota County branch of the NAACP, sees progress, but as there is more that needs to be done.
We have come a long way in 50 years, but we still have a long way to go. You know, when we still see things such as the Trayvon Martin situation, happen in our backyard, when we see the Supreme Court justice basically gut the Voting Rights Act of 1965, that tells you that we still have a lot of work in this community as racial equality, goes.
So how do we get there? How do we get to the point that people of all races, ethnic backgrounds, and religions can be on one accord and see each other and be treated as equals?
As a society, as communities, we really need to start sitting at the table and having real, intelligent, meaningful race relation discussions and not running away from it and not sugarcoating it, but sitting down as intelligent folks and really start having those hard conversations that we just unfortunately have not had.
Dr. King's way of nonviolence and peace and love is the key. It is the key. Contrary to popular belief, that is the key. We have to lay aside our differences and work together for what is right.
And frankly, Lauren, without that speech and the influence of Dr. King and the civil rights movement, I don't really see there necessarily being a Mike Stevens as the SNN local news anchor, here and many of the other places I've been over the years. Also, I should mention to you, I had the opportunity to interview Coretta King, Dr. King's wife, several years ago.
Very nice.
Great honor, and I had an opportunity to tell her thank you for the work that they've done. So that was really special.
Amazing, and we're lucky to have you, and we're lucky to have those stories too. So thank you for sharing.
Well, glad to be here. Yeah. Share with us more on the weather.
Yes, okay, so we're going to see more sunshine over the next few days with lower rain chances too. So it's looking good, just in time for the all-important holiday weekend.
All right, Lauren has her full forecast coming up on SNN Local News.